something unique to atheism. I mean,
you just asked for something.
It's not unique.
Well, exactly.
Moving the goalposts now. You're just moving the goalposts.
Charity is not unique to atheism. Christians.
Well, it doesn't have to be unique. It just has to be divided.
People around the world put forth various religions, but also put forth charitable acts and establishments.
If you say that, you can't say that humanism leads to atheism.
I'm not talking about things that people do in common. I mean something that's uniquely atheist.
You're moving the goalposts.
You added unique to your criteria, whereas it wasn't before, but that's okay. The main benefit of atheism
should be understood.
This is great. This is really great. Well, could you?
I would like somebody to explain to me what is this illusion between people who believe in God?
What's the unique thing of Christianity then?
Because I can tell you, I mean, gosh, I don't know how many people I could possibly name that are absolutely rational and absolutely brilliant people, movers and shakers in this world that believe in God. So I think it'd be pretty preposterous to say any of those people I could possibly.
Wait. You say that they are perfectly rational, yet they believe in something they cannot see, hear, have no evidence for except their own feelings. That's anything but rational.
Well, you see, you made a mistake. You said no evidence for. See, that was where you failed right there. You fell in the hole right there.
Well, look, Newton believed some pretty crazy things, but he also was very rational in other realms. So, and everyone has irrational.
That doesn't mean the person is irrational because they believe in God. See, so equating irrationality with the belief in God is really a misnomer.
Well, we're not.
The words correlation spring to mind, Neff. Do you know what a correlation is?
We're saying
it's really a false analogy.
We're saying
correlations like tall people.
Belief in a God is an example of irrationality, not its equivalent. Not that all cases of one.
Yeah, for instance, Neff, right? Tall people tend to be heavier. No, Neff, let me finish this point.
Okay, fine. I want to know who I'm talking to. Is that Don?
He's kind of outnumbered, guys. We got to stop tag teaming him because that's a little bit unfair, no matter what.
Don does not have English accent.
I'm sorry. I'm AlmightyAtheismo. I'm not very well known, but.
I don't know. Hold on a sec, guys. I don't know if you're looking at the screen with all of our names on it, but when someone's speaking, it tends to light up. That's how you can tell who's talking.
I'm asking a question and I'm not getting a straight answer. Is this person Almighty? Whatever is this?
Yes. I'm sorry. What?
Is this the person known as Don Exodus 2 on YouTube?
No, I'm not. As a matter of fact, we spoke before, and you thought that I was Don Exodus. No, I'm not.
Okay, I'm just asking because your voice sounds very similar to me. That's all.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
Anyway, but yeah, guys, there's like half a dozen of us and only one of him, so no matter what, we gotta.
Yeah, Thunderfoot, you were saying something.
Yeah, I was. Oh, yeah, that's right. Examples, correlations. So, for instance, tall people tend to be heavier. Doesn't mean that all tall people are heavy, but there is a correlation. The taller you are, the heavier you tend to be.
Okay.
Right? There is a correlation between these two factors.
Let's take your same idea and apply this to atheism. There have been a number of atheists who ran communist regimes in this world and mass murdered people by the millions. Would you not see a correlation? Or no?
We've been here before, Neff.
I don't think we can see a correlation because that correlation doesn't exist, right? That's something.
But the one you want to make does. You see now who's being
hold on, wait,
yeah, hang on, Neff.
It's frequently
right when there is a causal link between the two, right? If there's a causal link that you can actually sort of relate the measurements of the populations, that the higher they are, the heavier they tend to be, then the correlation causation thing is a good approximation. However, there are other elements, Neff, let me finish. There are other elements where correlation and causation don't give good correlations. So, for instance, if you were to plot global temperature versus the number of people wearing pirate outfits, you would get a linear correlation, right? But that's not, just because there's a correlation doesn't mean there's a causation. Now, when you say that there is a correlation between atheists and mass murders, it's very difficult to actually get to actually draw a link between their lack of belief in something and their action. However, if you were to invert the situation and draw a link between, say, their religious and their desires to kill people, say, for instance, with 9/11, you know directly that it was their religious beliefs that caused their actions. right?
Or at least they're
With Stalin, it was not his religious beliefs or his lack of religious beliefs that caused his actions. It was the fact that he wanted to hold on to power that caused his actions.
Again, that's failure, because communism is an atheist ideology.
But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean his actions were motivated by his lack of belief in God. It only means that his value system included a lack of belief.
That doesn't mean that the attackers of 9/11 were motivated by their religion either, right?
They said they were.
See, you guys can do nothing but contradict yourselves, and that's all you'll ever do. Because atheists constantly contradict themselves when they make arguments, because your arguments are all a philosophical failure.